Look, I get it. You're a fully operating human. You've been a strong woman. You've maybe had a career. You've gotten yourself educated. You've had relationships. You've had love. You've had loss. You've traveled. You've done so many things that you can do as an American woman and somebody in a free country. But I've got bad news for you now. You're a baby container, at least according to the state of Oklahoma and numerous other states. That is your role. If you thought The Handmaid's Tale was exaggerating, like we all did 10 years ago, you were not correct. Oklahoma has just passed a bill modeled after the restrictive bill in Texas. I love how they say restrictive. What they mean is autocratic, totalitarian, vicious, evil, stupid. I could go on, which right now it evades court intervention, allows the way it does this, and I'm not a lawyer and it makes no sense to me they can do this, but the way they get around the fact that Roe versus Wade still exists is other people are basically deputized. They can literally sue you for having an abortion even though it's legal. This makes no sense to me. A woman was arrested for this recently in Texas, and she was released because the court rightly said Roe versus Wade still exists. But somehow this is still a thing. So this bill only includes exceptions for medical emergencies that Oklahoma just passed. Not rape or incest, though. So if you're a victim of rape or incest, too bad for you. Your emotional trauma, your physical trauma, you have to carry this child. And you, at 6 weeks, most women don't even know they're pregnant. It is insane. We've had the same thing going on here in Ohio. A name some people may know from the past. She was in Congress and thankfully defeated. But you can never hold these hydras down or their head comes up. Hail Hydra. In this case, it's good old Mean Jean Schmidt. Remember her, representative from Ohio? Yeah, she's now in the state Senate and she's pushing a similar bill. She's imploring women to see the opportunity that rape provides them. Take lemons and make lemonade, of course. You just have to see that, look, bad things happen to people. What are you going to do? You have your rapist's baby. Also sickening, and the fact that, again, a woman, ostensibly, and Jean Schmidt is devaluing the lives of other women, like Oklahoma, like Texas. Similar bill here. There will be no exceptions for rape and incest. And what you should know, which is a very important to this whole undertaking, is that there are numerous states, 32 as of this counting, that give rapists actual rights. That's correct. Some of them say that if there's no criminal conviction, even if there's a lot of evidence, that's not good enough. If in some cases there's even a conviction, rapists still have rights. It's still their child. So we're talking about 32 states in the United States of America that say to you right now, you have suffered this horrendous trauma, rape or incest. You're going to be forced to have a child. And now the person that perpetrated this unbelievable act of violence against you will have rights, visitation rights, perhaps, rights to make decisions in the upbringing. It is honestly sickening. I want to make sure to get you the up-to-date numbers. As I said, there's 32 states that have this. They're trying to pass laws to undo this. A few states have, but most have not. And we're talking about here, we're talking about tons of cases. We're talking about thousands, hundreds of thousands of cases, 440,000, I believe it is, where women are sexually assaulted every year. And they are going to be forced into this unbelievable position. Again, you're just a container for a baby. The man, the one who did it, the guy who committed this act of violence against you, the guy who doesn't have to carry a baby for anything that happened to them, the one that just gets to walk away, often disappear. But in this case, they can come back and demand rights. It is sickening. It's un-American. I swear to God, every Democrat should run on this in the midterm elections. Shame on you, Texas, Oklahoma, Ohio, and the rest. And again, if you check what state you're in, if you're in one of those 32 states, you better make sure they don't ban abortion, because you may be having to see your rapist in the future. And it's important to note that 3 million American women have during their lives suffered a rape-related pregnancy. 3 million. And of those who commit these sexual assaults, 975 perpetrators out of every 1,000 are walking free. Free in those 32 states to take advantage of their rights, to terrify you, to terrify a child you were forced to have. Again, this is your modern Republican Party.